my guys.
Angie! Angie, our sister, how you been? Yes. It's been forever since we seen you.
Let me tell you something.
I hope you're doing well.
I am. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm
Let's check in on you first. The Voice of New York. We need to make sure the Voice of New York is solid and doing good.
I mean, I'm doing okay.
You're hanging in there.
Good and strong. Good and strong, Mero. No, I am good. I can't complain. I've been in rehab for the fucking past however many months, and then COVID happened right after that. So I'm still trying to maintain that, and so the world is upside down and weird, like it is for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. People have it way worse than us. So I never that. I only let myself complain for like 7 seconds.
Yeah, max.
And then your mind is just like, yo, be grateful.
Yo, chill.
You bugging, you wilding.
You wilding. Your refrigerator got hot pockets. You still got hot pockets in your fridge. You good. Relax.
You out of pocket. Yo, the book is so funny. Congratulations, man.
Yo,
thank you.
It's so good. I was literally, when you by yourself reading a book and you out loud like,
yeah.
It's so good. I'm so happy for you. So by the way, everybody, Desus Mero have a new book, in case you haven't heard by now.
That's right.
The God level knowledge.
God level knowledge, life lessons from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Shout out to Random House publishing us, our supplier.
That's right.
They helped us make the fire book.
The plug.
What's so dope about it is like the same energy that you have on your show and as a podcast and all that, you somehow managed to put that in writing. So what they did was everything in regular letters is Desus. Right. And then everything in all capital letters is Mero. Do you really write like that in real life? Like, do you write all caps?
Oh, yo, text me right now and you'll see.
Let me tell you the craziest shit. Let me tell you the craziest thing. I write in all lowercase.
Yeah. Lowercase gang.
I'm lowercase gang all day. If you look at my Instagram, my Twitter for years, lowercase everything. I can't be bothered with it.
It's very chill. And then it's just like, when you said something lowercase, people have to like kind of interpret it. They're just like, yo, is she being chill? Is she being sarcastic? And she just doesn't care? It's just like, yo, it is what it is, baby.
That's exactly. I feel like
take it how you want to.
I feel like it defines me. Rhonda came in here one time. He's like, babe, can I ask you a question? I was like, what? He's like, do you realize that you always type in lowercase?
Lowercase.
It's my thing. It's my thing. I'm okay with it. I feel good about it. So when
you gotta go back and delete like the first letter of every text, like just to make it lowercase.
I'll only do that if it's like for my son's school or something, and I'm like, right. Let me not let them think I'm an idiot. But so I respected that. I respected your choice, and it was really easy. Then it was such a unique way to like differentiate and feel both of your vibe in the book and go back and forth. Super dope.
Yeah. That's what we're going for on that. So you can just tell right away. And that way it really stands out like a conversation. That way you're just like, boom, this is Mero. Boom, this is Desus. Boom, this is Mero. Because like if you're reading it, it just kind of all blends in together. But as long as you got the different texts, you're like, okay, I realize who's saying this right now. That makes sense.
Who's the book for?
Everybody. If you
but like who's in your mind when you're writing the book? Like who are you talking to?
Oof.
You know what? When I'm writing that book, I'm talking to old Desus. I'm talking to Desus that was like going to the Club Shelter and Club Envy and running around New York and being wild and getting locked up and doing dumb stuff. And now I've been successful. I'm on TV. I got a book. So it's kind of like looking back like, yo, I've kind of lived a life. Let me tell you guys about the life I live. So hopefully you guys don't have to go through that. And maybe that life explains who I am now. And you'll get some of my jokes a little more. And you'll understand why I'm Dark Desus. And I do like these very dramatically negative statements that aren't that negative. You look at some of the things I've been in my life. So it's kind of just like, we said it's kind of like a tent pole just to stop and realize where we've been and where we're going.
Hold on. What are you making all that racket back there? I'm in the middle of the interview. What's happening?
Don't make her get up.
Yo, stop playing, bro.
Is it this
Don't play with Angie.
Off in the camera? Hold on, I told you I'm a fucking vieja with this. All right, so leave, go out of the room. You're driving me nuts. I feel like somebody's hovering over me on my neck. I don't like doing it. Wait, this is our first time doing an interview with my backdrop, and I don't think it's working. I think it looks nuts. Does it look crooked?
Nah, we like it. We like it.
It's good.
Brittany, close it in. You see the wall where it ends, though. This is not good, right?
Okay, just on that. That's all right. That's all right. Because you know what the flex is? You don't have a green screen. You have an actual backdrop.
Everyone have real for real backdrop.
Everyone else got the green screen. It's that little bit of virtual.
Yeah.
If
So
so
because
because in my head in the middle of the interview, it's so bad.
listen, that happened.
Up.
We used the green screen and it fell on me during a recording once, and I was just like, "Oh, this is the end. This is the end. It's embarrassing." But it's pandemic times now, so this is normal.
Yeah. We gotta
And
do
you
what we
gotta
gotta do.
You gotta try to figure it out how to make it work. You guys been figuring out with the show. You're back on. How many episodes have you done from home?
Oh,
Oof.
we've done
A lot,
we've
right?
been doing it
A
since,
lot.
like,
Yeah,
April.
we lost count. Yeah.
Like, and it's
We've
we've
been-
been
You weren't on the
done-
whole time though. I remember when you first came back on. I feel like you were off for a little while.
we were
We
off
took
for a
like a
little while
week
when it
off.
started.
Yeah.
And then, because then we had to like figure out the technical details of recording from home, get the equipment shipped and everything. But we've been recording most of the pandemic. 'Cause I remember super early on when the world just first started hearing from Dr. Fauci, we had him on our show. So
Yeah.
that's what I remember. That's when I was like, all right, this is getting wild. This is weird, because he was our first guest back when we came back for the season 2. So we've been working most of the COVID.
Did he tell you anything that scared the shit out of you?
You know what? He didn't really scare the shit out of us. It was just like, you know, that the brief seconds before an interview where you're talking casually with someone and they can't go on the record. It was just, we made a joke about, yeah, we're going to ask you about Donald Trump. And just his facial expression, he was just like, please don't.
Like,
Please
nah,
don't.
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I like having a job, dog. I've had a job through like 4 presidents. Don't fuck this shit up for me.
But it wasn't like, I don't want to talk about it. It looked more like I'm broken and this guy is so frustrating and he's getting in the way of me telling the truth to the American public. So that was a moment like, wow, we might be in some serious trouble here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? I'm sure you guys watched last night. I can't wait to see your show on that.
Listen, we had to. That was. We didn't watch it for ourselves. We watched it for America, because everyone watched. Everyone watching it was saying the same thing. It was like, why aren't Desus Mero moderating this? Because you know it would not have gone down like that.
Not at all.
What would you have done? What would you have done the 17th time that you asked him to shut the fuck up? Like,
because Angie, you already know. You from the hood. You know, it's a different type of delivery. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Not being like, sir, gentlemen, yo, shut the fuck up. Right. Yo, it's his turn to talk. You shut up. When I tell you to talk, you talk. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You say it with your chest. My man was just slicking back in his chair like, guys.
Weird. And then he would fall back and let it happen. I felt like he needed a mute button.
They did a mute button, or what Chris should have done, there should have been ramifications. It's like, yo, listen, you got 2 minutes to talk. If you cut into Joe Biden's 2 minutes, you're not getting 2 minutes on the next question. Every time you take time away from him, like if you want to talk for 30 seconds, you're only going to get a minute and 30 seconds. And if he continues to cut that off, you got to end the debate. You got to show people that he is just, if you don't want to follow the rules, you're not going to just come up here and ruin everything for everybody. It's like say you when you go to like the movies and you got one person on the phone talking loud, laughing, they're going to ruin the movie experience for everybody. You don't want that. That person got to go. And if he's coming in the debate and he refuses to respect the rules that he agreed to ahead of time, there's no point of having the debate.
At the same time, it's like, bro, like he doesn't have anything to say. You know what I mean? Like,
is Chris doing the next one? Do you know?
No, they got another one. I think they said it's supposed to be the host from NPR or from C-SPAN, and the guy's like very laid back. So we'll see what happens in the next one. But I think they might have to install a mute button. They should do it through Zoom. If they do it through Zoom, they can mute him.
Like, yo, mute
it. That's how it has to be done.
Mm-hmm. Or like radio. You know how radio got the cough button?
I shut your mic off in 2 seconds. I shut somebody's mic off in 2 seconds.
Exactly. Because he knows that. That's why he's wilding. They got to do it with hip hop battle rules. All right? You got to respect it.
Yo, if you violate too much, I'm going to slap you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he was saying all that stuff about his kid, bro, I would have been like, yo, my man, after this, we going to hook off. Meet me in the parking lot.
Yo, it's so embarrassing. It's really so embarrassing.
So sad.
He's terrible.
All right, guys, we have to talk about your book. Wait, the book, when is the book official drop date? Because I know I got it early. Does everybody?
The book dropped last Tuesday.
Oh, so I don't have it. It wasn't exclusive. I thought what I was reading wasn't exclusive. Everybody else.
No, it was.
No, you were on an influencers list. So don't think we forgot about you, Angie.
Everybody has it now. So I was just.
I mean, it was. But remember, it was supposed to drop in April. So because of COVID, we had to push it back, and things got overlapped. But we were trying to get it to you first. You did get it though.
I got it. That's all that matters. And I was just, and I needed it too. It's such depressing, dark, weird, like serious times.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are ridiculous. in this book in a funny, in the best way possible.
Well, we was wilding. We were literally wilding, but we were wilding through literature. So it's a good feeling.
Let's talk about some of the advice in this book. There's a lot of advice about drugs, about drug usage, and the way to and not to use drugs, and also your experiences with drugs, and the levels, the high levels, elite levels of marijuana that are consumed by Mero especially.
Olympic levels?
Epic levels. Which I've always known about you, but when I read it, I thought, wow, this is maybe a different level than I know about you. Have I ever seen you and you were not high, and maybe I just didn't know?
Well, you know what it is? Like I've been smoking weed forever, so it's like it don't hit the same. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you build up a tolerance for shit. Yeah, like I'll smoke a blunt and go talk to the president. You know what I mean? Like not Trump, because he's a cornball. But like if it was like 2009, I'll go chop it up with Barry. You know what I'm saying? But like it's like, you know what I mean? Like most of the time, like I'm just like on a baseline. You know what I mean? Like to me it's like coffee, because I have anxiety. Like I got real bad anxiety. Really? So it's just like it really is just like calms the anxiety and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like shout out to my therapist and shit, and the therapist in the bud is just like, make the perfect team,
Prescription, is that what you get?
No. That's for my doctor. Like I went to my doctor and I explained to him.
You mean the exercise of therapy and weed together?
Right.
My dog just busted in the room. Yo,
hey, shut to the
trying to do an interview. My dog's name is.
That dog was like, "Fuck your Zoom."
Yeah, what's up? That's his name is Lucy. He came through like.
He don't like what you said about dogs in the book, so he came in here. But I'm gonna keep him out.
Came to balance it out. Yeah, ride for the dogs, dog.
Yeah, I find it so interesting that you have anxiety like that, because I know you guys are always like, you're fun, you're funny, you're always the life of the party, always the host, and I guess everybody who's funny to the level that you're funny has a dark side, right? There has to be something.
Oh yeah, like you sometimes I'm depressed as hell, you know what I mean, or like really anxious about like nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like I build up these imaginary scenarios in my head, like, yo, all right, we wrote the book. All right, what if it don't sell? You know what I mean? Like, what if this, what if that? You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da-da. Because like, and I feel like it runs in my family, but like with us, you know what I mean? Like, I knew growing up, like my mom had anxiety. Like I didn't know what to call it, but I just knew what it was, because it would be like, yo, we're literally 30 seconds late to something, and she's having like a full blown, oh, this is why I can't deal with y'all, because every time we go outside and you're making me late, you and your father always with the cologne, and you're never on time, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, Mom, we're going to Titi's house. Like it's not that serious. You know what I mean? So it's just like in our communities, I feel like people don't talk about that type of stuff.
When you put it like that, I think probably my grandmother had it then too. Probably many family members then. You put it like that.
You feel me? And it's just like we don't talk about it. You know what I mean? But like,
and we don't say it like that. We don't say it in the clinical way, like anxiety.
Yeah. Nervioso.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, oh, you crazy? You nervous? Like whatever. You know what I mean? It's never like, yo, maybe something else is going on. You know what I'm saying?
What is the advice in the book that you're most proud of?
Shoot.
For me, probably believe in yourself, because this book is definitely a result of that. Because there's definitely parts where people don't believe in you. You try to, like, not even to the level of pitching a show, but just even applying for a job or just trying to get into a certain school. Little things like that in my past where I had to believe in myself because I didn't really have support like that. As like, yo, I knew what I was bringing to the table. I did it. I did the work, and I have this book to show for it. And I just kind of want to instill that in other people. Like, yo, don't let other people shit on your dreams. Don't let other people hold you back. Like, if you know what you're bringing to the table, believe in yourself and, drive that damn boat. Because it's just you. And
what I love about you guys is that you do it unapologetically your way. Like the way you talk, the way you deliver, the shit you have to say. It's like unapologetic. I kept reading it and I kept thinking, I'm sure at some point somebody probably was like, fix the diction. You can't write in all, capitals. You can't, quote emojis. And I can imagine all of the times people told you this is not technically right.
Because and then like early in our career, I remember there was a network exec, and they were just like, yo, people in Iowa are never gonna understand you guys. You guys are too New York.
Yeah.
And that's always been in the back of my head. And I was like, yo, fuck you. We knew people in Iowa was always going to fuck with us. And we knew that if we stayed authentic and we talked the same way we've done since day one, same attitude, dressed the same way, people would vibe with it. So it's just like, every now and then you'll come with someone new will come and be like, okay, change this. And everyone's just like, nah, do not listen. Look how far they've gotten doing what they're doing. Do not interrupt it. Just let them do what they do. And shout out to Showtime. They're very hands off and they're like, yo, you came to this channel doing a certain thing. Just keep doing it, and we're going to get out the way and let you do it.
Yeah. Did you have anxiety about that change, about that shift going to Showtime?
Nah.
Like that you had at home for so long, and
you know what it was? At first, it was a little anxious because it's just like, oh, you're going to a different channel, and it's like things are changing. But it's just like, at the end of the day, whatever the channel, whatever the medium, whether it's the podcast, whether it's the book, whether it's whatever network, is me and Mero doing what we do, and we know we're going to thrive regardless. So when you come in like that, you can't lose. If you come in like, yo, and also like we are just having a TV show already is a win for us. So we're already just like, yo. So now we're just moving to another network. Everyone's like, how do you think it's going to do? We're like, we don't care. We're just happy to have a network. So, we're just happy to do this.
Man.
And do our way.
Yeah.
For real.
And you guys still like really like each other, right? Like most of the time. Most of the time.
Yeah, I hate this
Definitely.
motherfucker, man.
But you know what it is?
This is completely made up, fabricated.
But you know what it is? Now that it's in code, we've only seen each other once in the last 5 months. So, I mean, it helps, but then at the same time, it's like we do a lot of physical comedies, and then it's like Zoom changes things. But yeah, we still like each other, and we get money together. So even if we didn't like each other, it's not rich.
I mean, I love this motherfucker.
It ain't Rich Porter and Alpo. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep that money coming.
Ride this thing out. Just ride it.
Ride this thing out. Ride this thing out,
bro.
Ride this thing out until I got a hoop earring. You know the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, even having a prodigy recipe.
Or you're gonna do 2 hoops. You're gonna do 1 hoop or 2 hoops.
2 hoops, big Michael Jordan energy. 2 wooden hoops.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the Dennis Rodman 2 nose rings.
Oh God, that would be terrible on you. That would be so bad. and do you do everything together? Like, is there ever a time where one of you is working on a project without the other, or is that something that you frown upon? I mean, how does that work?
No, you could do. We work on separate things. Mero just did a movie for Netflix, that Vampires in the Bronx movie, and that's just him on. And I got my I have some side projects I'm working on. Like we the brand is us, but we're allowed to be our separate individuals.
You're allowed.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like what we're trying to build is just like a, this is gonna sound wild, like a media empire. You know what I mean? And the only way you do that is by branching out. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're very similar, but we have interests that are like, specific to each other. You know what I mean? So like Desus has his specific interests, and like he pursues those, and I pursue mine. You know what I mean? And then when we form like Voltron, it's a wrap for everybody else.
And that's the brand. Then
that's the brand.
The brand has an ice cream now too, right?
Yes.
From Oddfellows.
Wild lactose intolerant.
Angie, you didn't get any?
Yeah, they said they were sending it to me, and then Brittany just told me that it's coming later, so I won't have it.
You know what happened?
Otherwise, I would have been eating it here on the show. But
the response they got from the ice cream, they were not expecting that. Their servers were crashing when it dropped because everyone was trying to get this ice cream because it's 6 flavors, and the flavor we're most proud of, we got a bacon, egg, and cheese flavor that is not nasty.
Disgusting. It sounds disgusting.
Angie is so good.
It's delicious.
How can it be good? It can't be
so good. Yo,
it's so good. Angie, when you get it, you gotta contact us afterwards and be like, you can be like, wow,
Listen.
like
on my IG, I'll taste it on tape so we can see genuine actual reaction.
Yes.
Angie, your mind is going to be blown because you're thinking bacon, egg, and cheese. You're thinking of the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich from the bodega, and someone just mixed it up with some vanilla. It's like, no, they balanced it out. It's so good. It's like
it's fire.
Apple. It's like candy.
What is it? Bacon, egg, and cheese. What else is there?
It's bacon, egg, and cheese. There's iced tea. What is it? The iced tea and
the sweet tea lemonade and iced tea. Sweet tea and lemonade.
The sherbet,
little half and half. That's the sherbet for all my lactose intolerant peoples. You know what I'm saying? We got the bodega counter crunch. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's all this.
we got
all the shit you
Chico
file under the
stick.
plexiglass. Chico stick.
We got the
you know what I mean?
Chico stick one is so good. Oh,
You know what I mean?
we got the sweet tea and lemonade and
the budget breakfast, a little honey bun coffee flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you getting on 4 to go to your job and shit. You grab a little honey bun and the bodega coffee. Put
and
that
you
in
got
ice cream.
you got the Hosta cupcakes and
You know
the
what I mean?
bodega counter crunch.
Now those look incredible. The little cups.
That's a little Debbie rack in an ice cream
Those
ice cream format.
joints. You know they don't taste the same like they used to. They changed those cupcakes.
Listen, everything in the bodega then changed. Like,
Yep.
why fuck up something good? They tried to change the Twizzlers. Did you know that? Did you know that? Do you follow that?
Yeah. Yep.
Twizzlers, they tasted like rubber. Then they went
yeah,
back.
the recipe change. And it's like, even the other day, I saw a meme that was not funny, and it was like an old lady with a walker, and she was like, "You used to be able to get 4 bags of potato chips for $1," and the girl walking her was like, "Yeah, sure, grandma, that never happened." And I was like, "Oh my God, these kids don't even know about this stuff. They don't know.
Y'all don't know about quarter bag of chips and the quarter water? What?
And a quart of water?
They don't know. They don't know about taking $5 and buying out all the sour power in your neighborhood, and all the kids are treating you like you're Pablo Escobar.
And shit.
You got mad sour power. You just giving it away. You getting goons.
That's why they need that God level knowledge darts to get them
right.
To
You know
get
what I'm
them
saying?
right.
Get their mentals right.
Got to get their mental right and their knowledge. Get their knowledge up.
Word.
Right.
Very important. Wait, so just let's run down real quick so everybody knows what they get in the book. You get advice on, you get relationship advice.
Mm-hmm.
You get drug advice.
Mm-hmm.
You get. You know what I found very interesting? You gave advice to people who are broke and how to do different things, including dating. Like if you have no money and you want to go on a date.
Yeah.
Pretty solid tips there.
Listen, these were not fictional situations. This is all real life situations. Like that chapter I have about what to do when you're getting evicted. Trust and believe, I did come home to a big neon eviction notice on my door, and I was like, all right, what's the next move? And I had to Google it because I was like, yo, can they change the locks while I'm at work? Because I have pets in here. I'm gonna have to break in to get my pets out. Like it's funny, but it's not funny. And at the same time, I'm like, yo, people are actually going through evictions right now because of COVID.
Yeah,
so I was like,
and you don't know and you don't even know what the first. It's happened to me twice, by the way.
Yeah.
As an adult, it happened to me twice, and I the same thing. You don't know what the fuck is. I mean, the second
Where am I
time,
gonna go?
The second time I knew what to do. Second time I was like, oh.
Second time you're like, all right, I got this. I've been here before. The second time you go to
storage unit.
The second time you go to housing court at 10:15, because it don't really start at 9:30. You're like, all right, I got time.
I'm gonna sign in, go get lunch, come back, because I know before they call my name. You know what I mean? All the tricks. You know all the tricks.
You know the rhymes.
This is knowledge. You can't buy this type of knowledge, people.
You can't. This is lived. This is a lived experience. We're sharing it with you through the book. That's right.
What are your hopes for the book? Like, what do you want? What do you hope this book does out in the world?
I mean, it's already a bestseller. Like, it's doing numbers, and it just informs people, you know, of how other people live. You know what I mean? Because there's motherfuckers that never had to, that, like you said, never saw a neon green eviction notice. You know, that they have no idea what a bumpy is. You know what I mean? Like, and there's all these little things, these little, you know, darts. You know what I mean? In the book, that if you didn't grow up how we grew up, you'd be like, yo, what? People, this happens? Like, whoa. You know what I mean? It's eye-opening.
There's 3 things I want to happen with this book. Number 1, I want it to be turned into a movie. Number 2, I want it to be turned into a high-level college course that is like super hard and makes kids drop out of school. And third but not least, I want someone to get their hands on it, turn it basically into the Bible, and start a religion off of it.
That's a good, solid plan. I see all that.
I want it all.
I'll tell you one thing people are going to realize, and I know that you are writers and you've been writing for a long time, but it's so well written. I think people will look at your writing in a different way after this book. People
thank you.
May not
you know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
You know, I had to go hard because listen, I'm an English major, so if I put out a crappy book, I know some of my English teachers would hit me up like, "What the hell is this?" So shout out to Miss Oshold.
You know what I mean? Word. And my mom would be like, I did not move to the United States for you to not speak English and write correctly. Okay?
Was there anybody you were worried about reading the book? because there's some tough shit in there, and you got kids too, Mero, and you know. Is there anything that you wrote in the book that you were worried about, or anybody that you're concerned about seeing it?
No, I mean, at first I was just like, damn, my mom's gonna read this chapter on drugs, shit. And then I was just like, wait a minute, she knows. Like, you know how parents know, but they act like they don't know?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, talk. You've never had to talk.
Yeah, like, it's like, you know, but like, I'm gonna act like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you're drunk, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know.
No, one of my exes definitely figured out when I was talking about her in the book.
Oh.
But she was just like, she kind of, like, we don't have any beef. Like, we just exist. We don't, like, interact with anything. She found it funny, and she said it's just hilarious, the fact that I have a book. It blows her mind. And because she kind of said that in a way, like, I didn't expect you to ever accomplish anything in life. So I'm just like, yeah, you know what? It balances out. You got your little time.
That's why you're not together anymore.
You know what? She was one of the people. She was like, the problem was you don't know when to stop. You keep going. But that's basically what this career is. So
for sure.
You know
what I'm saying? You gotta do it.
It's working. Congratulations, guys. I love the book. Everybody should get it. It's out now. Yeah. What else do people need to know? Showtime every week.
Showtime twice a week, every Mondays and Thursdays. The podcast still going. Bodega Boys out there. What else we got?
Also, the audio book is read by us. I know a lot of people's book is not read by them.
I'm so mad I didn't read it that way. I can't wait to hear that. That's gonna be
it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, we just look for us everywhere. And also, we're in the Blackish election special after the first game of the NBA Finals.
The animated, right?
The animated joint. Yeah, we're leveling up.
Ice cream's still out there. You already know.
Okay, I'm gonna do my review once I get the ice cream, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Can't wait. You're gonna enjoy it, Angie. You're gonna enjoy it so much.
That bacon sounds crazy, but I'm gonna try. Is there real bacon? There's no real bacon.
It's real bacon.
It's candied
bacon. God. Okay. For you, I'm gonna do it. For you. All right, man. I love y'all. I'll see you soon. Congratulations.
Love you, Angie.
Stay safe.